Hello, humans and pets. Today we have two types of chips and we're going to eat them.
Wow. Wow, we're not even going to say this is dedicated to your friend who requested this.
Who, BartO?
We're doing this one. I know we've done a lot of chips lately, and I keep yelling at Ryan, we need to change. But this was a request from one of his friends.
BartO.
Wanted to do a Dorito XD, right? Is that what they call it? 3D.
3D.
Dorito 3D chili cheese nacho crunch.
So they are like this, taking crunch to another level. Is the bag, and I think it's like 3D. And we also have blue Takis.
Which he's had a couple flavors.
It's extremely spicy, apparently. So we're gonna eat them.
Yeah, we saw them while we were in there, and they only had a couple flavors of Takis, but this was one that we have never tried. So and if you never had these, Ryan introduced these to me for a little while ago. One of the YouTubers used to snack on them or something, and we tried them. I believe it was in Hawaii. Again, we finally found them, and they are excellent. Actually, they're very spicy, and they're actually really good. I don't know what these taste like, but go ahead, you're in charge.
And even the burger flavor we had was pretty good.
I forget all the flavors we had because, again, we didn't find them until we were in Hawaii. And then I was like, he's like, these are the ones. So we bought a few while we were out there. And then you could find them out here every once in a while. But you only find like the little bags like this.
Yeah,
you don't find
like a
big bag of them.
So we're going to eat them. But
you
first
need to
we're going
do
to eat the Doritos.
Yep.
It is like airy, so I could go pop.
No.
No? No pop?
No, because I don't want to pick them
6
off
servings per container, about 27 pieces.
Do they have the...
Smells like Fritos.
Yep, they do. They smell like the nacho cheese Fritos.
But they look fun.
That was the unique thing about the last two chips that we did. Them Southwest Poppables. They didn't have this traditional flavor. You know what I mean? And that was like the good thing about them. And the some chips too were different. They were different than this. They didn't have this. This is the normal cheat. Like when you see nacho, this is what you think. So
let me show you.
At first glance, they're poofy.
Yeah, like little triangles.
They look like a bugle.
It's a bugle without a hole. That's the hole.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
It smells good to somebody. You can't have that.
Finn can't have that.
I don't have my napkin.
They are crunchy.
Well,
it's funny because it tastes like a bugle.
Well,
it doesn't taste like a Dorito.
It's funny because I was going to say that, but I said I'm going to wait for you to say something. There is a nice nacho cheese, and it's actually got a little spice to it. That I like.
It tastes it's a bugle with the chili cheese flavor of the Fritos, but less salty.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Because I'm like, do I taste a Dorito? And you do with just because of the flavoring on it. But the chip reminds me of Bugles.
Bugles are one of my favorite snacks.
Since when?
Since always. We just don't buy them.
Wow. I obviously don't know what this kid likes.
I love Bugles. These are good.
I used to like Bugles as a kid, or when I was younger.
But the dip?
And you put a scoop of dip on the top, so it looks like an ice cream cone, and I would eat it like a little goofball. Never at my house with my parents because I would get yelled at for playing with my food. But when I was old enough to move out and do it myself,
you would just be like in a closet, like with the.
No, I would live by myself. You have nothing to do. When I first moved out, I didn't have a TV or a radio because I had to wait for cable to be turned on, and so I had nothing to do but stare at walls. So you make little games out of everything. Thank you. I would like to eat
Finn
my own
likes the
breath.
smell. I like the texture and the taste.
Well, I will say, they are delicious. They're not 100% Bugle, but they're definitely not Dorito.
No.
but they have a nice coating of the cheese.
I don't taste any Dorito in this, besides like a hint of nacho cheese flavor.
I think I'm only getting Dorito because of the flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I honestly, I agree with you. When I first bit into it, I said Bugle.
Mm-hmm. It's an intense Bugle taste.
There's the delicious cheese taste, though.
Yeah. I like them. It crunches as it's supposed to, right?
I will 100% buy these again. These are actually
pretty good.
These are good.
They're fun.
I would be shocked. I would be wondering or surprised, shocked to see what she would think of your special guest. Whether your mother would like these or not, because she doesn't really like Doritos.
Yes.
And it has that cheese, so she probably wouldn't try it.
I don't taste that, like a lot of Dorito. I just taste a ton of whatever.
The cheese is just delicious.
I really like Bugles, so I really like this.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather have Bugles come out with a chili cheese flavor.
I didn't see Bugles the other day either.
Bugles are like some chips.
They're
either hidden behind things at the bottom of the aisle, or they're like at the very top where nobody my height can reach.
Right.
So you kind of just like
you really gotta
look at them and then you walk away, hoping you'll see some later on.
It's funny. A lot of the stuff that we found the other day, and literally he had to reel me back in and slow me down, and half the stuff I was blowing off, and we went back and bought it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they really do a lot of hiding in the store. Like there's a lot of stuff that you don't find like in traditional things, and even like some of the things we find them with, they're not with everything else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Even like we were on where I used to eat the I always called them pig ears, but it would the
pig skin
the pigs,
or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not with the chips. It's in a whole different aisle and stuff like that.
I think the best thing is the Pocky that we got. It was by the thing on the wall underneath.
Well, it was in like the whole like Chinese section or something. It had nothing to do with
the Taco Bell sauce.
Yeah, it was in like the ethnic section.
No, it was salsa. It was the salsa and chips. I don't remember what it wasn't chips. It was salsa.
Okay.
And it had the
I don't remember.
Had like the taco shells.
It wasn't with all the other snacks, is what I'm trying to get at. Like you would think you would put them with like the chocolates or something, but they're nowhere near it.
On the aisle.
Yeah,
I think they're perfect. Like when you're cashing out.
Somewhere.
Like the cash register.
But they were hidden like underneath stuff. So.
This is Takis. We like these. They're gonna be blue.
Were at the register. That's how we find. That's usually where I find these because they're a little small.
They're blue.
They are definitely blue.
I don't know if they're gonna taste different. It says hot chili pepper.
Were you gonna dump the whole thing? Just dump it. I mean,
it says new look, same intensity. Yeah, I'll just. Yeah.
I was gonna say you literally saved.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah. So
it says same intensity, new look.
It looks like it's gonna turn me blue.
I'm gonna become Smurf. Let me show you guys. It's a Taki. It's like a little tube. Really good.
I don't think I've ever had this flavor. Okay, enough. You gotta lay down.
It tastes like toothpaste.
Well,
it tastes like mouthwash.
To smell it, it doesn't smell. No. The thing about them is they're a very intense flavor, no matter what the flavor is. This flavor I'm going with weird. Does it have lime in it? I think I taste a hint of lime in the back.
I think they all have lime. I think they all have lime. It doesn't like to say. This is blue heat.
I know why he said toothpaste. Because the flavor, it has a nice heat to it though. I gotta give the Takis about the hottest chips usually that I get. Am I blue? Because you're looking blue.
That you can like buy where we live.
Right.
I
don't mind them. They're different.
It has like a minty taste.
The first taste, I'm not tasting mint, but I can't pinpoint what it is. What I will say about them, the chip itself is like a tortilla. It's got it's got a nice crunch to it, and it's a good tasting chip. That's the one thing I liked about them. And it's wrapped, and it has every one of the ones we've ever had has an intense flavor. Now this one you might not like the flavor on it, but compare it to like a Dorito or Frito, there's more flavor on them always. That's the one thing I like about these.
I don't know. It's hard to say what the aftertaste is. I kind of like it since it's goofy, in a weird way.
I like it the same way I like the other chips where I had the poppables the other day. It's a unique flavor, and it's not like the mainstream. Same thing I said about the chips. I like the French onion chip because it didn't taste like every other sour cream and onion chip that I've had. It tasted like an onion. And I like the chip that John sent us because it had like the chili powder flavor. It didn't have the nacho cheese flavor like that does. This is a flavor of I can't even tell you what it is.
It tastes like blue.
You definitely get the lime on the end, though.
Yeah.
You definitely get it is definitely, and that's what changes the flavor,
before the lime, which it's not a powerful lime, but before the lime, you get some weird taste. I like it, though.
It's a more powerful lime than what was on the chip, the
chili lime. Sun chip.
I'm just hitting me in the back of the throat.
The chili lime sun
chili
chip.
lime chip.
Jim sent us.
This has more of a lime flavor than that. That's where you're getting that sweetness is from the lime, I think. And there is a weird, when you actually eat it, but when you first put it in your mouth, it almost has like a minty taste. It does. It has a weird, and then it goes, like when you crunch the chip and you get all the flavor, you lose that. And you get that lime
I have a great
sweetness.
concept. Spicy toothpaste. That would be so fun.
Nobody really knows.
It would be some trend. It would blow up. Spicy toothpaste. Anybody watching who can make spicy toothpaste, make it a thing. Everybody's gonna be like, spicy toothpaste challenge. Can I brush my teeth for 2 minutes? You know, and it's like spicy toothpaste, and you're like, it's spicy, it's spicy.
No, you just gave out someone $1 million idea.
It's literally $1 million idea.
And you're not gonna get any of your benefits.
I don't need it. I said it here before it was made. Spicy toothpaste.
These are different, but I can't stop eating them.
They're different in a fun way.
But I will say, and you gotta be like this, your mouth is hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing about Takis that I like, because I like everything hot. And, like, you know, you can eat Doritos and Doritos and Doritos, and you never really get, like, even the spicier ones, your mouth actually is getting, like, to the point of, like, you almost ate a hot pepper hot. Not a real hot pepper,
the more you
like
eat,
a cherry
the
one.
spicier it gets.
Right.
But the more flavor it gets, it's weird. Like, you eat a ton and the flavor just gets stronger and stronger.
That's what I'm saying. The one thing I like about the Takis is they are intense in the flavor.
They are good.
This flavor is weird. I don't even know how to describe it.
It tastes like blue. I like blue.
I'm trying to suck the flavor on.
I haven't had Taki in a while, right? So,
This has a very heavy lime taste, though, when you really go at it like
Yeah.
that. And I'm really not sure what the blue is, but I do like it. It turns you into a Smurf, which is fun.
I do like the smell. It's kind of fun.
And like that, your mouth is hot. I know your mouth has to be hot because
I'm blue.
as I'm feeling the heat, so I know he's got to be feeling it.
Well, they're just good.
And I remember the first time he ate these, I threw a few in my mouth, and I'm like, wow, they really are hot. Like, they're like one of the hotter chips I ever had. So if you've never had a Taki, I recommend all the other flavors, too. I actually would recommend these.
Yeah.
They're actually good. It's a unique flavor. I wish I could tell you exactly what flavor it is, because it's like, it changes. It has like, your initial taste is one thing, and there's a heavy lime taste at the end.
Any Taki I'd recommend. They all have like a spice, lime, with like some weird chili flavors.
Yeah.
And then you take a bunch and you eat them. And each chip, like at first you're like, oh, it's not that bad, spice-wise and flavor-wise, right? You don't taste that much lime.
This one's a heavy
Kind of
lime.
like in the background. But the more and more you eat, the more lime you'll taste, the more chili taste you taste, and the more spice you taste.
This is a heavy lime. That's what I think's throwing us off. It really is eat these, and it's really sweet. You really get a lot of that lime flavor. And what does it say on here? I can't read. Hot chili pepper, artificial flavor tortilla chips.
And that artificial flavoring is delicious.
Yeah, it is. But they out of all of them, what does that say?
You look same intensity.
Okay.
So I don't know if the taste is different, like the flavoring, but I like it.
I do. I wish I could tell you exactly what the flavor was, but I can't. It's a flavor like none I've ever had. But it's very heavy on the lime, and it is one of the hotter chips that we've had. I will say that.
It's just delicious. I like the heat. I like the taste.
So to your friend BartO's assessment.
Delicious.
These were delicious. I want to try them. See, compared to those though, I like the heat. What do you think?
This ain't spice.
These are delicious though. And for those of you that just like the nacho cheese flavor without the heat,
these are really good.
Those are they are really
They're like
good.
flavored bugles.
If we didn't touch these would have been top notch. These actually are really good too. I shouldn't say that. So, great recommendation.
I could eat that whole bag.
He's gonna if I don't move it away. I'm gonna throw it over here. So, with that, great recommendation. You can tell him that was a good choice. I'm assuming he liked it too. Did you ask him beforehand and stuff? But yeah, they are definitely. Those are delicious. We threw these in too because we just to give it to something different instead of just doing one chip. And we never had these. So when we were at the store, I didn't want to do a whole video on a tiny little bag of chips. You know what I mean? So I figured we'd throw it in with another chip one. And he can't talk because he's too busy eating a bag of chips. I'm not sure what he's trying to say, but
my friend BartO recommended me the Doritos. I recommend him any Takis flavor because they're really good.
Yeah, this one we just happened to, we were literally at the register trying to pay, and he's like, "Look, new flavor." I'm like, "Throw it in there."
Well, I mean, see the blue one.
Again, we spent a fortune when we went to the store the other day, so you're gonna see a bunch of. We're still doing other places too, and
maybe we should get Mr. Turtle a hat.
But we were looking, just at random things that we hadn't seen before, we haven't done, and this was. But when we saw these, he was like, "Oh, BartO, we recommended these. We gotta get them," and I'm like, "Grab them." So there you go. There is your Dorito 3D Crunch. And again, to me,
cheese not so flavored.
To me, it had like one of the most intense nacho cheese flavors out of a lot of the chips. But it did have more of a bugle flavor than a Dorito flavor. But they're very good. Very good. And this was a bonus plan. And again, if you've never tried a Taki
or a Dorito,
go out and find one of these. They only come in these little small bags.
Where we live.
And actually, where we live,
we have
there was a bunch of them when we were in Hawaii.
But
and these are a couple of the other flavors too that they have on there. But if you do see them, when I tried them the first time, I actually said I like them better than any other chip that I had because they have such an intense flavor.
You did say something along those lines.
I did, remember? Because I was like, these
are really good.
They crush Doritos because it just like the flavor was so intense. So, and this one I'll stay with it. This was very lime, heavy, but it was delicious. So, again, that'll be our chip review. It was for the Doritos 3D. And thank you,
Takis.
BartO, for giving us the
BartO
for giving us the
BartO
suggestion. And again, keep the suggestions coming because this definitely makes it easier when we do something that someone actually wants, or somebody likes, and you know, and it just gives us ideas also. So, and again, we have a few ideas, and now that I bought so much stuff at the store, Ryan's fighting me on going to all the. There is a handful of restaurants that I still want to try that have new stuff, and someone's fighting me on it. So
No, we'll do them. Like,
if you're sick of the chip reviews, then feel free to leave a comment down below that you're looking for some other stuff.
actual, you know.
Yeah, but we will.
places.
It'll be coming anyways. I'm just teasing them because I was yelling at them before this video, like, enough with these, you know. But this was very good, and I was happy to do this one because it was a request from one of our fellow subscribers.
BartO.
Yep. So
Everybody in the comments say thank you, BartO.
yeah. So, and again, thank you for the suggestion, and you know, thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you for all the comments, and keep them coming. And hope you enjoyed the video.